Hey lovies, welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. I'm May. Alright guys, we are going to be doing some super easy and fun DIYs. We're going to be doing some Christmas wood decor items for you today using some of our favorite items from Dollar Tree and many of our other favorite crafting stores. We're going to be using things like this beautiful plaque we have right there. And I just want to say, hey lovies, how are you all doing? I'm so grateful to have you all here, new and old. I will give you guys more details about this special video. Alright guys, so like I said, we're going to start with this hanging plank that I got from Michael's. I did get it on sale, guys, as well as the lettering. I got that last year after Christmas for pennies on the dollars, guys, and it just spells out Merry Christmas. And the thing I like about this hanging sign, guys, is it was already pre-distressed which I love. And we are going to be going, like I said, we're going to be doing more of a woodland type of Christmas decor items for you. So it's going to have all type of wood pieces, very outdoorsy feel. And of course, it's going to have that rustic charm, guys. So I hope you're excited as I am. This is all pretty self-explanatory. And this is probably my easiest project of today. Yeah, I think it's like one of the easiest ones. I think I had just like two easy ones. But absolutely, all of them are my favorite. I have 4 items for you guys today. Like I said, this spells out Merry Christmas. I'm leaving this in its natural state. Like, I really didn't do anything extra to this as far as like painting or staining or anything like that. I left it all in its natural state because I just felt like the colors play very well with one another. And the board, or the plank rather, it's very lightweight, very light in texture, and I just absolutely love the rustic charm to it. So what I'm doing here is I'm using some of the 3D Christmas kits from Dollar Tree, and in them they have these little green Christmas trees, and they do have some glitter to them, but it's not that annoying glitter. I'm just adding them here because I thought, it just needs a little pop of color, because I always love color. Color just, especially for Christmas, like you have to have the color. Well, I do have that too, but you do have to have a little color. I think that, you always have to incorporate those little reds and greens here and there where you can. I did take one of the Nutcracker Men. It was part of some ornament pack that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going in with some rhinestones that I had, because he had the little hole up there in the top of his hat, and I just wanted to cover that up. So it wasn't like anything extreme about it. But then afterwards, I was like, oh, let me just add some to the tip of the Christmas trees. And I really love the way this came together. Again, super simple, very, very, very simplistic. Yeah, but yet it had that nice little woodsy charm to it, also with that little touch of rustic feel. So I really felt good about this project, and it literally took me about 10 minutes to put it together. Like, I really can't even take any credit for it. But yes, guys, we are back this month with my girl Jenny from Lovely Moments Creating. We're coming together to bring you guys, like I said, this Christmas wood decor inspiration. I hope you guys find something here that you like, and as well as we have my girl Kay from At Home with Kay. Guys, go over, definitely check them out. I have their information in my description box below. Let's help Kay get to her 1K. So she's so close, and I know you guys will absolutely love both of their work. So welcome, welcome, welcome to our Christmas wood decor collab, guys. I'm so happy to have you all here, and if you haven't done so, please consider subscribing, all right, because that will just help my channel out so much. And also hitting the like button. Okay, so let's jump into project number 2. If you've been here with me anytime, you've seen me use this wood plank or wood board before. I get this from Daiso. Daiso is a store that's domiciled here in California. I know they're expanding a little bit, but their price point starts at $1.75 and increases, and I always compare them to a Dollar Tree Plus. I do like working with a lot of their items, especially their wood. And so this is probably about 18.3 inches, I think, because their measurements are a little bit different, but nonetheless, it's a good size board, and it's a good foundation for doing so many things. I've even made like a mini side table with their board. So just so you know, like they're very, very handy. They're already pre-cut as well. So I just took some of those half dowel rods that I did get from woodpeckerscrafts.com. I am an affiliate with them. I do have a code in my description box. If you want to use it and check them out, you will get a discount in accordance with some of their rules and regulations, but you won't be disappointed with their projects. I'm sorry, their projects, their product. Their wood. I absolutely love working with their wood. So yeah, check them out there. And next, I did take this napkin that I got off of podgenapkins.com. I love their product as well. I'm doing a lot of plugs for different companies today because I have different companies aside from Dollar Tree that I love to work with, and they're very affordable. And I just feel like, you know, sometimes the price points, they may be a little bit different than Dollar Tree, but if you lay it out. I know I'm a little tongue-tied today, guys. I'm not feeling that great, but if you just lay it out, you know, and sometimes the price points work out in your favor, even if it's not coming from Dollar Tree. And a lot of these companies too online, they will waive your shipping and handling. So that's always something to think about as well. But I'm using this napkin. It really tied into the whole woodsy theme today, and it's just Christmas trees kind of in the background with like a woody texture to the napkin, and I really love it. I love that the trees are grayish colored, and I did not paint the wood for the background. Normally I would paint it in white, but I really wanted to keep this very rustic, very woodland, as I said. So I felt it would be better to just leave it as is, and I'm glad I did that. Now the trim I did doing that white, and I know it seems like super white against that, you know, tannish color, but it will work out. I promise you guys. This is probably my favorite. I don't know if I want to say favorite number 1 or favorite number 2. I don't know, but it is definitely top favorite. But they're all just, I adore all my projects today. So next I'm taking this other napkin that I got, and it says tidings of comfort and joy. And I was like, oh, this is so cute. It's like a little cocktail napkin. I have this 4x4 square. I want to say I got this one in the 6-pack from Dollar Tree, the crafter square pack. And I painted that in white. And all the paint I'm using today is by Waverly. Their white paint. I am going to be using the burnt umber paint by Apple Barrel. I'm using it as a stain, even though it's a paint. And I think I used the black by Waverly as well. But I just did some simple decoupaging, just like you saw on the actual, yeah, that piece right there. I know without I didn't switch it up right, but nonetheless, I did simple decoupaging using Mod Podge. Got that in here, sand it down. Then I'm going in with these two plaques, not plaques, but I call them fences. I know that's not what they are, but they're planks too. But these also came from Dollar Tree. I stained them in the burnt umber. Now, when I did put this up against that napkin, the coloring was a little off, but I think I made it come together. So you guys, once we get to the end at the final reveal, let me know, because I did end up changing some things on this one. I believe it was on this one, if not with the other one. But no, I didn't change anything on this one as far as the wording. But I think I did tie it together. So you guys gotta let me know if it came together okay, because like I said, this is one of my favorites just because of the look of it, that rustic charm. It really gave me the cabin vibes. I was laughing. I was like, oh, this is giving me Aspen, you know. I can see myself in Aspen because that is on my bucket list. I've never gone because I'm really afraid to drive up in, you know, mountains in the snow. So if I can figure out how I can get up there without having to drive up there, I think I'll be okay. But yeah, it just gave me all those little just cabin vibes, and so I thought it'd be super cool to do a play on the word joy, because it is saying tidings of comfort and joy. Now my good friend here on on YouTube, her name is Joy from Joyful Designs. Check her out too. She's up and coming, and I absolutely adore her. She's a sweetheart of a person. And I know you guys will enjoy her work as well. So we're hoping to get something on the books for you guys so we can come together and collab as well. But yeah, so she's going to claim this piece. Yes, Joy, it's for you, boo. But I thought this was super cute. I got the lettering, the Y, the J and the Y I got from Michaels. Again, got them on sale. I'm just using some of the medium size jumbo jingle blocks that you get from Five Below, and then some of the smaller ones, which are tumbling blocks, that you get from Dollar Tree. Now I'm taking some more of this 3D kits. the wood, the trees from the 3D kits, and I'm just layering them. And so I'm trying to create like I said, a layering effect. So I am putting some of the smaller wood cubes with the Jenga blocks just to give them a little bit of separation. I really wanted them off the board. I did not want to lay them flush to the board. And so it's not, you can't really see it a lot, but you can, but you can't. But I really wanted to do this way. And the trees, I left white. I feel like I thought, oh, I did. Okay, I was going to say, I thought I didn't like that white contrast there, and so I went in and did some distressing on them. So I did. Okay, so that's funny that even at this point, I was like, I don't think I like that. Like that, because I made a lot of changes when I was putting this together. It did take me a few days to get this to come together because, you know, you have those visions, and I've told you guys before, if you've been here with me anytime, that a lot of time these things come to me, but the execution piece, it usually happens when I'm doing it. And then this particular video, it was hard for me to do that because once I put these pieces down, it was kind of like, this is it, sealed deal, because they were so fragile to work with. But there you see, I have some greenery that I created a little tiny swag out of. I'm going to add that in later once I get the placement on everything. And what I'm doing is I'm going and adding more cubes here. And I think I kind of jumped ahead because it was not giving me enough height between the board and the Christmas trees. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm getting them layered up, and I do the same thing for the other side. And then I felt like it still needed a little something, not too much, not too many florals, but I did take some of these I want to call them maple leaves, but I know that's not what they are. But these are, if they are, it's the maple leaves, but they're for, like, you can use them for Christmas, and like you can use them in fall too, depending on how you pair them. But I put a couple of those in there, and I'm taking my little tiny swag that I created, putting that in the middle, and then adding another leaf in there. And I just really like this because I didn't want to overdo it, the florals here, so I wanted to keep it simple, but I wanted to give it a little pop of green in there. Now I'm taking this beaded wood round that I had, that I got this in the fall time, and it did have like the little acorn nuts sitting over there to the side, and I'm just cutting it down. It did have a jute bow on it already. I did keep that. Now I was a little concerned that it was going to take over that kind of the napkin where it has the little, like, it looks like it's distressed there, but it didn't. I needed to have this color here. I don't know why, but I did. And I think it's because it played more to the background of the wood board where I did the not distressing, but did the decoupage with the Christmas trees. I think that's where I was pulling that color from, why I wanted it there. And I'm just stringing some fairy lights through it. I won't take you through this torture because I totally should have done this before I laid everything down. But again, this is where I was saying that I wasn't sure. I needed to be sure before I put everything down because it was going to be too tedious to try and switch things up. And this is exactly why. But I got it through with a little maneuvering, and I absolutely love the way this came out. It has some nice weight to it, guys. A beautiful piece. So now we're going to move on to project number 3. It is going to be another sign. I'm going to use some more of those Christmas trees from the 3D kits at Dollar Tree. Now also I got this drain board. You call it a trellis, a drain board, but that is what it's called. I got that from Daiso as well. It was $1.75. Well, actually, when I got this, it was $1.50. They raised their price point around the same time that Dollar Tree raised their price point. Now, these trees, I am going to leave exactly like this. And I needed them to be that pop white, and you guys will see why. Now, what I did wrong was when I laid all this out to paint, I was trying to go I'm going to say flip-flop, because I was trying to make sure that the trees were like going opposite of each other to kind of span out. But when I got to the one of these, I didn't flip it over, and so the trees actually stayed the same way. But I still just rolled with it. It was what it was, and I made it do what it do. And so I did create a little lift between these as well. You can't really see it on here, but it is happening. Then I have these I got those little deer from Hobby Lobby. I did stain them in the burnt umber. Now I also painted those trees in the white by Waverly, and I actually painted them using the burnt umber. So that's the true burnt umber color without using any water to dilute it. Now I got this beautiful burlap poinsettia from Walmart. It was like $1.28, and those two beautiful pinecone picks I got from Hobby Lobby. I absolutely love them, and that's why I needed the trees to stay stark white. Now this is where, I don't know, I must have lost my mind temporarily, guys, because I decided to tape these together with my blue painter's tape. Now the reason I did this, and I really, like, I was thinking like, okay, I just need to hold them together, and then I thought I had like my white yarn to cover it, and I didn't. And I was like, okay, I don't feel like getting up to go find it. I don't feel like it. I'm just gonna roll with this. The flower's gonna cover it, all that stuff, right? And I did it, but you can still see the blue. So of course I'm like, whatever, May, just keep going, but I could see it. So you know how that gets you like annoyed, like I see it. You guys probably wouldn't have seen it. You absolutely probably wouldn't have seen it, but because I saw it, it was bothering me. So now I'm like, okay, I took some little sprigs of this eucalyptus. This white eucalyptus came from Dollar Tree, and I added that in there. I was like, okay, that'll work. And so here I am, I'm gluing it around, adding in the little sprigs. And guys, it still is bothering me, but I'm like, you know what? I made it work because I was tired. And I recorded 2 videos at the same time. Well, I recorded stuff for 2 different videos, let me say it that way. And so I was tired by the time I got to this piece, and I was like, I gotta get through this. And so that's why I did this. But it's something, this one I can probably go back and just kind of adjust a little bit, but in the end I think it was okay. Like I couldn't tell anymore. So as long as my eyes couldn't see that blue, I think I was okay, or either I was just too tired to even bother looking anymore. And so here I had it in another pine cone that I had in my stash. I just added some white paint to that to tie it all together. And then I decided to put the deers more so on the outside, because I just felt like those little spaces right there were just a little negative. Now I know this seems a little busy, but this absolutely gave me that woodland vibe, guys. Like, I really love the way this came together. Now this wording right here, originally it was white because I had it for another project that I didn't use, but of course you couldn't see it up against the white tree. So then I was like, okay, well, let me distress it using the burnt umber. Then I was like, you really can't see it anymore. You can see something happening there, but you can't tell that it says welcome. So what I did off camera was I took some of the black Waverly paint and I just painted it black, and it gave it just the right pop, guys. And that's pretty much it for this time. Again, I love it. All right, so we're up to project number 4, guys. We're wrapping it up. Thank you guys for hanging out with me this long, if you're still here. Remember, guys, to subscribe to my channel. It would help me out so much, and I would appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, guys. You guys just don't know how much I appreciate you guys coming back to hang out with me. And I also want to say, make sure you leave me a comment, guys. You know how I feel about the comments. You know they're always desired and never, ever, ever required, because I just love you guys and I love chatting with you. So next we're using this fountain. Now I found this little mini fountain at Five Below. One of my friends, she's a crafter too, and I saw it. She's not on YouTube or anything, but I saw her do these for weddings or as memorial gifts, things like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, where did you get those? And she told me about it. We actually go to church together. And so I found one. They had one left when I found it, and I was like, I've been holding on to it for months now, but I just thought this would be so cool to make a Christmas fountain. So what I'm doing is taking some of this furry ribbon that I got from Michael's, and I'm just wrapping it around. I'm not covering up the part where you turn it on. It is battery operated. It is a real fountain. Now you don't have to put it together, any tubes or anything like that. And I've been wanting to do one of these, but I just was so lazy. Like, I'm not going to put all those things together, but I want a little feature, especially like for the bathroom or something. And I just love the sound of water, you know. So what I'm doing here is, because I didn't want to jam up the little ports or holes that it comes through, I'm taking a little piece of this bamboo wood that I have. It's very soft, and I'm gluing it on the sides of the little opening because I want to put Christmas trees on top of them. So there's only 2 openings. So it's the one where the water comes out and the one where the water drains out of. it comes where the water comes in and then where the water goes out. Let me say it that way. But there are 4 little ports to put trees. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try this. I don't think it'll interrupt anything. And I'm just putting that as a lift so it's not covering the hole, and to make sure nothing kind of goes down there and clog. Now I was going to put a little faux snow on there. I was like, no, I don't want to run that risk. So I'm keeping it very simple, but I still wanted to tie it to Christmas. So all I'm doing is taking some of the white bottle brush trees. Again, this is pretty self-explanatory, guys. I'm taking it took about 8 ounces of water. Now the instructions said between 6 and 7 ounces, but you have to run it for a good little while. So it ran probably for about 10 minutes before the water actually started circulating. So I was thinking that it wasn't enough, but it did end up taking 8 ounces of water, and that was like probably too much. So 7 ounces for sure is probably where you want to stop. And it started flowing eventually, but here I'm just testing it out. It comes with the light. I didn't add any lighting here, and I thought this was super cute. Just something, a nice little water feature if you want to put it on your entry table, like I said, in your bathroom, because it is very tranquil, very relaxing. And I love it. Even if you want to do it on your, nightstand by your bed at night, like it just really sounds good. And I'm leaving the sound. I hope I get this right so you guys can actually hear, like you can hear the motor like a little bit, but you really can't hear the water. So here's why I'm getting excited, because I was going to start on my next project, but you guys are not going to see that. That's just like a little snippet, okay? But I was so excited right here that, oh my God, when I just started working, because I thought I didn't do it right. That's my happy finger dance right there, guys. But we're going to go ahead and jump into the final reveal, guys. And you got to let me know how you feel about today's video, guys. So I'm going to stop talking for a little bit so I can see if you guys can actually hear the water flowing. And this was such an absolute joy to make, guys. So please remember, if you haven't already done so, consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. Know those comments are not desired. So they're not required and always desired, guys. Sorry, I'm not feeling so well. Look at our Merry Christmas sign, guys. And I'm going to keep showing y'all that water fountain. Look how sweet it is. And this welcome sign is absolutely stunning, guys. Please let me know how you feel about it. Was the addition of the black wording better? Did you have a favorite today? Because it's really hard for me to choose one. I'm going to say the welcome sign, as well as the tidings of comfort and joy sign were definitely my favorites, but I absolutely love every piece today, guys. So let me know if you have a favorite. Do you like the water fountain? Would you try and do something like that? Let me know, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. And to Jenny and Kay, guys, please remember, stop by, tell them I said hello. I promise you won't be disappointed with either of their work. I absolutely adore both of those ladies, and I know you will find some inspiration from them. So check out my description box below. Ladies and lovies, and hugs and kisses, XOXO until the next video, guys. Be safe. Bye.